tell us a little bit about your lineup here?
Oh, McKenna's in the net. We haven't decided if we're going 7 or not, because we're waiting for some answers on some banged up bodies. Yarrows, all know if he's available after the skate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
So Christian is here and
Yeah,
prepared to go?
Well, if everything goes well with the skate there, he might be available, yeah.
Based on how your team has played defensively, is there any tiny bit of hesitation in putting him in after missing the last 4?
Yeah, I think it's the same as Bobby coming in yesterday, making a gigantic difference for us. So, any player, any one of the 6, regulars that we were missing, makes a difference. So, if he's ready to go, we'll put him in for sure.
What kind of challenge are you expecting from them?
Well, I think they're the quickest team in the league. So, I've said it before. I've watched them amongst coaches. And our players tell us too. I really think they're the quickest team in the league. So that's where they're not on a back-to-back. They're fresh. So it's going to be as tough as it gets for us for sure. We're at the end of a road trip, missing a lot of people in the lineup. It does take a toll, and so we have to be very smart. I don't think we can outquick them or outpace them, not for 60 minutes. So we're going to have to be very smart in how we approach this game. And the last time we played them, we had tons of turnovers and bad changes, and so at least those things we need to control.
Puck management then, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like the last 2 games we played them, we gave them 4 goals off our turnovers that, are freebies. So if you want to be able to beat a team like that at home, you got to give yourself a chance. So if you turn the puck over constantly, there's at some point or another, it's gonna haunt you for sure.
Is their speed a little different than Detroit's?
Yeah. I think Canadians got both. They got speed on the rush and quickness, because it's not the same for me. Speed is more about straight line and top circle, and quickness is being able to 3, 4 feet, 5 feet races where you get the free pucks, and that's where I think they're outstanding. They're really, really fast. Like they're first on puck, and then when they lose it, they're right on top of you. So they got a lot of little guys that skate hard and that try to disrupt you. And yeah, I think we're in for a tough game, but we're going to do what we can.
Good opportunity for McKenna here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, every game he plays is an opportunity, and he's given us some games now, and the players have rallied behind him, so hopefully he's able to do one more.
And this is, some stages are bigger than others. This is a good stage for him too,
Yeah.
Good test.
Yeah, it's a good one, but
but
but when you go to Philly, we were in a back-to-back there too, and that's a tough place to play, and it's loud. There's other places there, loud and where there's a lot of atmosphere, and he's played in those circumstances before, so I'm not worried about his jitters or anything.
Just on the decision to scratch Pyatt last night.
Yep.
Is that a difficult decision?
Of course, I mean it is. I'll be honest with you. Any player that I don't play is a difficult decision for me. I don't take players as numbers. I take them as people. And when you try to build up somebody and you have to take them out, it's never really the thing that you'd like to do. But you got to have the right number of players on the ice, and you make decisions depending on the game. And I felt yesterday with that I wanted to give Paul a chance. And I definitely wanted to go with 7-11 because Elliott, hasn't been with us, and Bergdorfer has done really good with us. So I didn't want to choose between the two, and plus with Bobby back, I knew I was going to give Bobby tons of minutes. So I felt that we could do without one forward.
He has been, and not just for you, he's been an effective player for this team. And what does he have to do to get back to being an effective player?
Well, it's been a tougher year for him for different reasons. One is he's had a different role right away at the beginning. I didn't use him on the third line with higher end players, and so in terms of production, for sure that'll cost you. And we've had our defensive issues, and the poor guy's been stuck playing against the top lines all year long, and so not producing and getting scored because you're playing as the top lines, that'll put you into minuses, and I'm sure mentally that's tough. And, look at Smitty last year. That was tough for Smitty to deal with, being in those minuses, and Smitty this year is in the pluses and doing really well. So I'm confident that he can bounce back from that, but it's been tougher mentally for Paisy, and when it gets tough mentally, of course, you're having a harder time on the ice to be at your best. But he's such a character guy. He's given me so much over the years in all kinds of different leagues, and probably the hardest working guy I've had in all my years, and the most consistent in work ethic and attitude. So, yeah, it's tough you usually give those guys a longer leash because of their attitude, their work ethic, and their discipline. But it's whether it's him or another vet that I've had to sit in the past. I've had some harder ones to do, to be honest with you. Guys who've had huge names and are at their point of their career sometimes where it's tough but you have to do it. My job is not to do the easy things, is to do the hard ones and make the right decisions. And I felt yesterday that we wanted to see some other guys.
It's a bit of a matchup you're looking forward to seeing tonight, perhaps, maybe Smitty and Domi. I mean,
no,
it seems
the opposite. No. I mean, this team is not a team that's out there to fight and all that. We know what they are. They're there to disrupt and get you into that kind of game, but they're not playing that game. So I think we probably fell into that a little bit too much in the last two games, and we're going to make sure that we have a bit more focus today.